We used the special white chocolate from the North Pole for this dessert. I remember that time Captain Bread Hook went up to get some. Eureka! We found it! Her crew nearly froze solid. My meringue crust is similar to the French de croix. Pulverize 15 Oreo thin cookies and pecans along with powdered sugar. Now we're going to make a French meringue. Separate 3 eggs outside the bowl. You can't get any yolk in with it or it won't whip up. You'll just get egg white soup. And whisk these until they get fluffy clouds and mountain peaks on top. Add a pinch of kosher salt and drizzle in your sugar slowly. Vanilla extract is going to enhance the chocolate flavors. And whisk this to stiff peaks. You two have been at this for hours. What's the big deal with that bottle anyway? We are inventors, thinkers, tinkerers of trouble. Too smart for our own good, some say. Born on the wrong planet, raised on the wrong ideas, and absolutely obsessed with one thing. The perfect recipe! Oh, and line your springform pan with parchment paper. You can use some of the meringue to stick it to the side and the bottom so it doesn't slide all around. And make sure there's no big chunks in your cookies and gently fold them into the meringue. The air is going to rise the meringue, making it crispy on the outside and gooey marshmallow-like on the inside. Not just baking, cosmic baking. Recipes so powerful they could warp space-time. We once created a souffle that expanded so fast it ate half our workshop. Still floating somewhere near Saturn. And a jelly bean that caused you to burst into song. Side effects included hiccups and tap dancing. You two need a hobby. Piping it into the pan is a lot more fun than scooping it in. Bring it up the edges too. We're gonna cradle that mousse filling and bake for 35 to 40 minutes, just until the meringue starts turning brown. It'll be all puffed up when it first comes out, like a puffer fish. This is our hobby, our life's work, and that bottle holds the final missing ingredient. Ancient flavor magic. Once we harness that power in our new and improved Mixatron, nothing will stop us from creating the grand custard of eternity. Smooth as silk, sweet as starlight, and powerful enough to bend the reality itself. Melt your chocolate in a double boiler. That's just a bowl over hot water. You can use the microwave, but be careful not to overheat the white chocolate because it splits real easily, and once that happens, there's no going back. You just go back to the store. Then cool it to room temperature. Add your peppermint extract, helps it cool down too. Great. 2 geniuses trying to save the universe with dessert. We're all doomed. Shh, they're saying something about the bottle. Oh, Poopy, they're always saying something. Probably about cookies again. Poopy. Now, listen. Green custard of eternity. Whisk 1.5 cups of cream plus 1/4 cup of sugar to stiff peaks. Your chocolate should be cooled by now. Add in a glop that size to loosen it up. Cools it down even more. Then pour it all in and fold it all together. It only takes something like 20 folds. Poke your meringue down and smooth it out. We didn't think of it at the time, but you could make little ice glaciers on it top too. Goes right along with the whole name thing. Glacier, Torte, yeah, you kinda get it. Let all the flavors mingle overnight in the fridge. The mousse gets firmer and the white chocolate really gets to know the peppermint. Put a generous dusting of powdered sugar on top and garnish with about a half a cup of crushed peppermint candy or even candy canes. Oh, see? Der after chocolate true. And if they get it, they'll make reality into dessert or something. Well, looks like we're not the only masterminds in the room. If that's another batch of nosy villains sneaking around my diner, I swear I'm charging double for milkshakes.